Jr. Glad you can join us. Ronald Weaver, split decision win against Eduardo Gutierrez. Coming up in the main event, Alex Bunima squares off in a very interesting fight against Carlos Bojorquez. Well, the sport of boxing is always entertaining and always controversial. How can you get this sport cleaned up? Recently, Teddy Atlas and Max Kellerman took a walk and discussed it.
Every week on the air it comes up with these sanctioning bodies. They're so ridiculous. I don't even like to mention them by letter anymore. You know, the B whatever, WB whatever. Bottom line is I wouldn't walk across the street to spit on any one of those belts.
No, I mean, get rid of them. It's enough. I've been calling and you've been with me about a national commission. Let's get a national commission. Let's get some interest. If it was a corporate sport, any of these corporate sponsored sports like football, anything, they'd be done already. People care more about those people because there's a corporate sport involved. Well, you don't care about fighters? Come on, let's get a national commission. Get rid of these corrupt organizations. All they do is take money out of the pockets of the fighters anyway. Get rid of them.
You're right. You know, if there's a commissioner like Mountain Landis, he got a lot of criticism in baseball 80 years ago already. But the bottom line is there'd be someone looking out for a long-term interest. Because nowadays you get a sanctioning body belt. Of course the manager and the fighter want it. It's worth short-term money for them. But in the long term, it's killing boxing. It's like a cancer. It keeps dividing. There are more and more belts, and the more belts there are, the less people know how to follow anything.
No, we got to get a national commission. We need conformity. We need the right rules and somebody to enforce them. There's nobody to enforce them now. We could clean up everything. If you could get rid of those organizations, you could clean up the judging, you could clean up the ratings. I mean, the ratings are... I'd rather have you rating the fight.
Oh, you sure about that? The way you talk about my ratings, maybe you...
Well, not my fighters, but I like you to
But, you know, like look what a joke, a total joke, a disgrace like the WBA. They strip the title from Lennox Lewis. They say, well, we didn't have a choice because he didn't fight John Ruiz. We had to strip him. Hey, because the judge told us. Hey, the judge wouldn't have told you had to strip him if he didn't fight Ruiz. If you didn't have Ruiz as your mandatory contender in the first place. It's nonsense.
No, you can't defend them. You can't. It's just, you know, the only way you keep them there, and this speaks loudly, is because you say it's boxing, what you can't do better. And that's the wrong attitude to take in anything, to just say, put your hands up and say, rob me.
Right,
come on, it's just not right to say, oh, it's boxing, what do you expect? Let it go. No, we expect better for the people in boxing. We expect them to get represented fairly.
This is what it takes to make us agree. That the sanctioning bodies are terrible. It's the only thing we can agree on.
Let's go get a subway. You get on the track, I'll get on the train. And,
I get on the track, you get on the train. Yeah. I like it better the other way around.
Wow, you guys actually agreed. All right, Teddy, I'm going to play devil's advocate here because your heart is in the right place. And I agree with what you're saying to clean up this sport. But there's 240 million people in this country. Schools are falling apart. People go to bed hungry every night. About, if you look at a pay-per-view, let's say a big pay-per-view at 700,000 buys and 4 people per buy, 2.8 million people watching a huge fight. Why should the government spend a penny on the sport of boxing? They don't pay for golf. They don't spend money on tennis. They don't spend money on baseball, football, hockey. Why should they pay a penny to clean up the sport? It's the boxing's job to clean itself up.
Very legitimate question, partner. Good job. They don't have to. Right now, sanctioning fees, pretty enormous ones, come out of the purses of these big fights. Still take them out, but instead of going into the deep pockets of the sanctioning committees and organizations that are corrupt and have been proven corrupt in a federal court, the IBF, of course, is found guilty of selling ratings. Take those sanctioning fees and use that as a pool of money to run the commission. And there's other ways too. Put a little tax on the big sanctioned fight, on the real big promoted fights. Put a little tax. The monies are there. It doesn't have to come from government agencies. You're right.
And the boxers have to step up to the plate and form some kind of association, some kind of union, so they as a group can create some leverage for themselves as well. Well, that's an interesting topic, and we can discuss it all night long. But we have more boxing action for you, including lightweights coming up as we return to Sacramento after this time.